The summer season was over, and the day the baby goats have been eagerly waiting for has finally arrived.
Hooray! Today is the first day of school.
I'm so excited to see my friends.
Me too.
The mother goat sent her cubs to school. While 7 baby goats were walking on the school road, one of them suddenly stopped because he forgot something very important.
I forgot my painting book. You go, my siblings. I will catch up with you.
While the baby goat was on his way home alone, Big Bad Wolf Jack, who was always hungry, was looking for prey in the forest.
This is too big. This is too small. I can't be full with it. This is too fast. I can't catch it.
At this moment, the wolf was very happy when he saw the baby goat.
Wow, a baby goat. My favorite.
To trick the baby goat and to get him off the road, the big bad wolf made 2 antennae from the branch of a tree and 2 wings from its large leaves.
I look like those cute butterflies who are friends with goats. Now let me trick that little goat and swallow him with a great appetite.
The baby goat was about to enter the garden of the house, but he suddenly saw the big bad wolf in front of him.
Huh? You are the bad wolf Jack! Help!
No, I am not a wolf. I'm a butterfly. Look, do wolves even have antennae like this?
But you have a long tail.
But I have big wings too.
Yeah, you are a butterfly.
Yeah. I'm the biggest butterfly in the forest. Where I live is a wonderful place. Come, I'll take you.
But, well, I have school today.
It's even better. We'll go right away and come back. Don't you want to have a nice adventure and tell your friends on the first day of school?
Big Bad Wolf Jack and the baby goat were making their way deeper into the forest, while the other baby goats were painting in art class. But when one of the brothers turned his head, he saw that one of his brothers was not in his place. He hastily told his teacher, and they all started looking for the baby goat. Meanwhile, the baby goat who was following the wolf was asking him curious questions.
Butterflies fly. Why are you walking? Can't butterflies like you fly? Bah!
Yeah, but if I fly, there will be a storm. Now close your eyes and count slowly to 3.
Okay. 1.
Bad Wolf Jack tied himself to a tree branch by the waist with a thin rope.
2.
And he started to shake himself from side to side.
3.
When the baby goat opened his eyes, he saw the bad wolf flapping his wings right to left.
Bah! You really can fly!
But the branch, which could not carry the weight of the wolf, broke. And when the wolf fell to the ground, one of his wings flew away.
Oh, your wing is broken! Let me go call for help! Bah!
Wait, haven't you ever seen one-winged butterflies?
One-winged butterflies? Bah!
They live hidden in places in the forest. Come on, follow me.
Bad Wolf Jack and Baby Goat came to a place in the forest full of bouncy leaves. The wolf climbed onto one of the bouncy leaves. He jumped, and flew into the air. The goat that was watching the wolf was fascinated by that. The bad wolf then came to the goat. He wanted to eat him right there. But at that moment, a crow flew and landed on the antenna on the wolf's head.
Ah! A crow! Help! I don't like crows at all! Go! Hey! Go!
The wolf shook his head quickly, and the crow took the antenna from his head and flew away.
Ah! The crow took your antenna! So what's gonna happen now?
There are also butterflies with one wing and one antenna, baby goat.
What? Really?
Yes, let me take you to the cave where they live so you can see for yourself.
Yeah, why not? Bah! I'm curious about them.
Besides, whoever enters the cave learns to fly.
What? I want to fly too! Very cool!
Searching for the baby goat all over the forest, the siblings found a torn leaf and a broken branch on the ground.
They plucked the leaf and cut the branch. Who would do this to the forest?
When the teacher saw the giant footprints on the ground, she immediately realized that the wolf did this and thought that the baby goat was in danger and made a plan to save it. Just then, as soon as the baby goat entered the den, Bad Wolf Jack took off his wing and antennae and threw them aside. The poor baby goat was so scared when he saw the wolf in front of him.
Help! You are the big bad wolf!
After a while, the teacher and the baby goats came to the wolf's den and hid in the two corners of the entrance. The teacher stretched the sticky thread she was using in the painting class to both ends of the cave. Then she asked the baby goats to dance in front of the den. Hearing the voices of the goats, the wolf was immediately alert.
Aha! There are more goats out there. I'll go and get them here, too.
The wolf wanted to jump on the goats, but got tangled in the sticky threads at the entrance of the den. And he revolved and disappeared into the woods.
Help! Help!
Thanks for saving me. I fell into the wolf's trap because I wanted to be a flying goat.
You should always be yourself, little goat. Not compare yourself to anyone else. The baby goats returned to school together and continued their lessons with the excitement of the first day. Since that day, the baby goat has not been deceived by any trap because the information he learned at school made him more careful throughout his life.
The little goat was very excited that day because it was her birthday. But she was also excited because her mother told her that she would prepare a big surprise for her. The little goat went to her brothers and sisters excitedly.
What is my mom's surprise for me, Bah?
Surprise? I can't say. No way!
Oh, come on! You tell me, brother. What surprise will my mom have for me, Bah?
If I tell, it's not gonna be a surprise anymore. I can't tell. Bah!
But on the other side of the forest, the greedy wolf was in search of a meal for his stomach. After a while, the wolf saw two baby deer ahead. He was about to jump on the deer with a great appetite when he learned from the conversation between them that soon it was going to be the goat's birthday party and everyone would be gathered there.
So everyone will be there.
The hungry wolf wanted to cheer his stomach with 7 goats rather than 2 deers. He quickly reached the goat's hut. Indeed, the chef, Handa, and the mother goat were making a huge, colorful, 4-layered cake filled with delicious candies. The wolf was delighted to imagine that he was hiding in the cake, and just as the goat was blowing out the candles, he was suddenly coming out of the cake and devouring the little goats. At that time, the mother goat called 2 of her little cubs for another surprise. Bah! Take this balloon to our elephant friend and tell him to inflate it. But beware, this is a surprise. Don't let your sister notice.
Okay, Mom.
This time, the wolf imagined that he had burst the huge balloon and caught the little goats. As he dreamed, his mouth watered nonstop. This time, the mother goat called her other 2 cubs. Run and tell the giraffe to bring some of the most delicious ice creams in the big ice cream cart. That's also a surprise, by the way.
Ice cream? Hooray! Bah!
This time, the hungry wolf was dreaming that he would hide inside the ice cream truck. He began to sneak up on a corner and think, deciding that whichever plan he pursued would let him devour more little goats. Hours passed. Finally, all the preparations were finished, and the guests gathered in the garden one by one. Of course, no one knew about the wolf's plan. The little goat was even more happy when she saw the gift packages. The elephant barely carried the huge surprise balloon that he inflated with his trunk and handed it to the little goat. When the goats saw the balloon, they tried to guess what was inside.
Ah! Is there a giant umbrella inside?
No, it looks like a wolf's paw. What? A wolf? No!
At that moment, the birthday goat couldn't resist and burst the balloon with a bang. The soft cotton candy that came out of it made the goats very happy.
This is a wonderful gift! Thank you!
Later, the ice cream maker giraffe invited the little goats to eat ice cream. All the goats took turns getting ice cream. But just then, the ice cream boxes started to wiggle. Everyone was looking at the shaking boxes with fear. But the boxes were suddenly thrown around and the rabbit friend appeared.
Surprise! You thought I wouldn't come, didn't you? Yes! I was so upset! Bah!
When it was time for the cake, the chef panda and the mother goat carried the cake to the garden with difficulty. This cake is heavier than we thought, Chef Panda! All the guests were looking at the size of the cake with admiration.
Is this giant cake for me?
Yup! Come on, make a wish and blow out the candles! Everyone then gathered around the cake. The little goat made a wish. Just as she blew out the candle, the giant cake fell to the ground and its pieces were scattered everywhere. And out of the crumbling cake, the big bad wolf appeared. Everyone started to run, screaming.
Ah! Run!
The wolf will eat us all! Run away! It was such a mess at that moment that the mother goat was running from place to place to save her cubs. The hungry wolf caught 3 little goats and ran away. My babies! Let them go, you treacherous wolf! Bah!
You can run after me, but you can't keep up with me anyways! Ha 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 ha!
The wolf thought he disappeared without a trace by running away quickly. But the mother goat found the trace of the wolf by following the sweets dropped by her cubs. But in case she couldn't save her cubs alone, she asked her bear friend for help. The bear willingly agreed to help her. At that moment, when the wolf could not stand it any longer and was going to devour the goats in front of the den, he heard the joyful voice of the bear.
La 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 la. What a great meal! An amazing taste! Ah! La 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 la.
The wolf could not resist and tied the goats to the stones and went to the bear curiously.
What's going on, Bear? What's the reason for this joy?
Oh, there is such a feast table at the end of the road that if you eat even a portion of it, you'll not be hungry for at least a year. I think you should go and enjoy it too. La 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 la.
The greedy wolf decided to go where the bear said.
Rawr. When I'm back, I'll devour the goats too! Ah ha 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 ha!
However, when the wolf got there, he saw neither a table nor a feast. This place was just an empty land on the edge of the cliff.
Grr, where are the delicious meals?
At that moment, the mother goat came out of her hiding place and accelerated and gave the wolf such a horn that the wolf fell down the cliff screaming. The mother goat immediately went to the wolf's den and saved her cubs one by one.
Oh, you're our hero, Mommy! Bah!
While they were returning to their happy lives, the big bad wolf could not understand that it was his greed that had defeated him.